Hello everybody, in this video we're going to go ahead and create this post.create.blade or create.blade.php in the post folder. So we're just going to navigate to views, posts, and create, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. First off, we need to go ahead and open our form, so we'll just say form open, and then we're going to put that into an array, and since we're using routes, we're just going to say route is going to be equal to post store. So we're going to send this straight into the post store, and this needs to be plural. And I'm OCD about keeping spaces, but you don't have to. Next, we're going to handle any errors. So if errors, any, we're going to do something, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a div with a classes of not class dot alert and dot alert info. Sorry, alert danger. Sorry, that's the old Bootstrap. Inside this div, we're just going to create anchor tag. So an anchor tag with a class of close, and we have to give it a few more parameters such as data dismiss. That way when we click this alert, I'll show you. I'm going to get ahead of myself here. So when we click this @ sign, it's going to close it. Close this any window that we have. If you've seen my other tutorials, then you know what that does. So next, I'm just going to use implode. I use implode a lot. I mean, you can use whatever you want, but and we're going to say we're going to have no glue or no no glue, and we're just going to grab all the errors. You make it a variable first. Errors all, and then we're going to throw all the errors into a list item. So li, we're going to give that a class of error. So class equals error. Then we're going to close the opening li tag, list item tag, then the message itself, and then all we need to do is go ahead and close that, and we are done. We have double parentheses or double curlies, and we're done with that. Last thing we need to do is go ahead and end that if statement, so at Indepth, and we're done with that. Let's go ahead and get this out there with the rest of it. Next, inside this div, we're going to go ahead and start creating our controls. So our first control is going to be the control form a label and a text box. So inside here, we're going to say form label, and it's going to be, the name is going to be title. Actually, it's going to be for the title, and its value is going to be title. I need to spell right. So that is good. Next, we're going to go ahead and create the actual input. So form, and it's going to be a text input. So form text, and it's going to be the title, and we're not going to have any other parameter. So we're going to leave that blank, the secondary parameter, and we're going to give it a class. So array class equals form control, and we're going to have a, sorry, has to have a hyphen here. And we're also going to have an HTML5 placeholder, so we're just going to say placeholder, and we're just say please insert your title here. So please insert your title here. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and copy this and paste it because I'm not above doing it. So we're just going to grab this, copy it, bring it down to here, paste this, and we're going to change this to body. So body, it's going to be the type label for body, and its value is going to be, this is the main body of your post. Okay, so we're going to change this to body. I'm going to leave that as form control, and we're going to play, please insert the body. What are we going to put here? Actually, the class is going to be CK editor. So I'm going to change this from form control to CK editor, and we're not going to have a placeholder. So CK editor, this is where the CK editor we inserted. So CK editor, and I'm not going to have a placeholder at all. Okay. Next, down here we're going to have some SEO properties for the keywords and the description. So the first one, we're going to have the description, and we can just go ahead and paste this in here. I'm going to change this to description. I'm just going to say this is the description of your post. Your post, and I'm going to say optional post description here. Actually, let's go ahead and change that. Form control is fine. Say optional post description. These are the descriptions that show up in the Google search results. So next, we're going to go ahead and paste this, and we're actually going to have keywords. So even though I don't think Google uses these anymore, I'm pretty sure. And we're just going to say, please insert your keywords separated by commas. Have that there. We'll just say a keyword, and separated by commas. And we don't need this. Get rid of this other break here. Now we need to go ahead and close out our form. So first of all, we need a way to submit. So form submit, and we're going to give it a value of create post, our submit button. So create post, and we're going to have a class, so an array. It's going to be class, and it's going to be button and a button success. Next, we're going to cancel. So if you don't want to cancel, if you want to cancel it, we're just going to say link to route, and it's going to be posts.index. Its value is going to be cancel. We're not passing through any data, so we have to have this as null. Sorry, we need to be outside this parentheses first. So we're not going to pass any info, so it's going to be null. And we're going to give it a class of button and button warning. Next, we can go ahead and close our form. And if we don't have any errors, it should be done. Now, excuse me a minute, because I have to start up my... Okay, sorry about that. I had to start up my server and get into the actual app. So we have this created and we have it saved. And now let's see if it's going to go ahead and send us to it. So there we go. Of course, this is not right, so we're going to have to go in and fix this. Evidently it's not grabbing the CK editor, so I want to find out what's wrong with that. The problem we have here is if we go back into create.blade.php, this needs to be a form text area. So if we save that and we go back out to here, we hit refresh, and there we go. So now theoretically, if there's no errors, I can say this is a new post, since we've already done all this, and this is our first post in our new blog application. I'm just going to say first post here. Not going to give any keywords. Hit create post, and there's an error post SP. So let's go ahead and go find that, track down that error. Okay, this is a very stupid mistake on my part. If you go back into the index.blade.php under posts, what we had was we got the error that was, that's not up there anymore, I don't think. Yeah, no, you're not. Okay, so the error said it could not find the value of post. That's because when we returned this from the controller, we actually called it posts because we're returning multiple posts. So if we hit posts and save that and go back out, and I'm just going to go back into posts there. So, and this is not a button, so I need to go fix that because it's supposed to be a button. So where we at? And it's because there's two S's. Save that, go back out, refresh, and there we go. So we got preview, edit, and delete. So if we delete, it should delete, and it did. So let's create another post, and we'll say this is an updated post, and we'll just say this is the body of our updated post, and we'll just leave it at that. Hit create, and there we go. So in the next video, we're going to go ahead and handle the edit, because the edit is going to be just like the create, and after that we'll work on the show, and then we'll be done with the posts. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.